As this is the first time, the teaching staff will assemble your aqualung for you. Later, you will have to assemble the aqualung yourselves. If conditions are suitable, a simple and comfortable way of donning the aqualung is in a seated position at the side of the pool. Your instructor will show you how to put on the aqualung and adjust the straps. When you are ready, try breathing from the regulator while you are still sitting on the side of the pool. You will be surprised to discover how easy this is. Use the side-seated entry technique to get into the water.
Be careful, as your arms will now be taking the weight of the aqualung. Keep the regulator in your mouth when you get into the water. Once you are in, put your face in the water and try breathing just below the surface.
Once you are in the water, your instructor will help you to check that you are wearing the right amount of weight.
When holding a normal breath, the water should be at eye level. To do the weight check, you breathed under the water using the regulator. It was easy, wasn't it? On the other hand, you entered the water with the regulator full of air. But what would happen if the second stage were full of water? For example, because you had taken it out of your mouth during the dive.
No problem at all. All you have to do is to clear the water from the second stage before you breathe in. There are two easy ways to do this. You can blow into the second stage to clear it, or you can use the special purge button. Try both these techniques, first out of the water and then under. Always remember to emit a stream of bubbles whenever the regulator is not in your mouth. As you will recall from your theory lessons, you must never hold your breath during a dive. You already know how to clear the second stage of the regulator, but what should you do if it falls out of your hand? You have to recover it. To do this, just bend forward slightly and sweep your arm, the one on the side where your regulator hose is located, against your side. This method will enable you to recover the regulator in most situations. Now that you can breathe from the regulator, you must learn how to use the buoyancy compensator. There are various ways of inflating and deflating the BC, depending on the model. If the BC has a corrugated hose, remember that you must hold it up high to deflate the BC, otherwise the air will stay trapped in the bladder. By pressing the inflator and deflator buttons, you will see how easy it is to vary your buoyancy condition. Practice will show you that adjustments to buoyancy should be made by giving short bursts and then waiting a moment for a reaction and change to your buoyancy condition. If you want to begin descending rapidly, use the rapid relief valve and expel as much air as possible from your lungs. Your instructor will show you how to do this.
Also try the techniques of equalizing the ear and the mask. Familiarity with these maneuvers will prevent difficulties arising later. Having learned the basic functioning of your equipment, you can now fin under the water.
The first time you use the fins, it is easy to make a few common mistakes. making a bicycle movement with your legs does little to improve the efficiency of the forward movement. The correct and most efficient way to use fins is to move the legs alternately from the hip and keep the fins under the surface as much as possible.
Remember that finning fast when wearing an aqualung is of little use.
While you are on a dive, water might leak your mask, maybe because there is some hair or the edge of the hood under the face seal. You must learn to clear a mask of water without coming to the surface. First, let a little water into your mask by lifting up the face seal. Keep a slight pressure on the upper part of the mask frame and begin expiring through your nose while you tilt your head up towards the surface. The mask will empty of water without you realizing. The slight pressure applied to the upper part of the frame causes the excess water to flow out from the bottom of the mask. It is a good idea to learn to do this technique with just one hand, because there might be times when you need your other hand to hold onto a line or buddy. You already know that if you run out of air, you can breathe from your buddy's alternative air source. First, try breathing from the instructor or assistant's alternative air source. This is extremely easy to do. Just take the second stage, clear it of water, and breathe. Always remember to emit a stream of bubbles whenever you don't have the regulator in your mouth.
Your instructor will ask you for a pressure reading before taking you into deeper water to repeat these interesting diving skills.
To exit shallow water, it is best to take off the aqualung and pass it to someone on land before getting out at the side of the pool.